All right, for more on this, let's bring in our political analyst and Professor of Global Futures at Curtin University, Joe Siracusa. Joe, so you had the big moment from Liberation Day a couple of weeks ago, or what was Liberation Day, and slowly but surely it's been unwound. What do you make of it?
Good morning, Pete. Well, look, we've been on a roller coaster ride, haven't we? A lot of super funds have been hit very badly. Wall Street tends to ignore the soap opera in the White House, but it couldn't avoid the tariff wars because it involved them too much. Now, look, President Trump has taken laptops and smartphones off the agenda for the time being. It's not a particularly tactical move. It's really sort of a backing down. He surrenders on this. I mean, President Xi's got the long term to go, and Trump is looking at the political gains in the short term. So in that sense, the Chinese are always going to beat the Americans. And that American trade minister who keeps talking about these things are temporary. The only thing that's temporary is what's going on in Washington. These people change their minds every couple of minutes. It's like going for a road trip with a P-plater. I mean, he's just stepping on the brakes and accelerator all the time. He's got everybody confused, causing a great deal of damage. But look, there's no doubt about it, Pete. America has, Trump has blinked on this. He's backed off because he doesn't want to increase inflation. But now let's not forget, though, that in these economic wars, there's a very thin line between economics and war itself because it spoils everything else.
Yeah, look, I mean, Donald Trump and his team have said that this isn't a back down. This is all part of the plan. And even when it comes to, smartphones getting a semi-pass for now, they are saying that there will still be, extra tariffs in some capacity, but we just need a little more time to think about it, whether that's in a month, 2 months, 3 months. And when it comes to all of the other tariffs that have been pulled back, there's been that 90-day pause on that. What do you think all of that is about? Is that part of the dance, or are they just now trying to figure out what do we do?
Well, I think President Trump doesn't really mean badly. I don't think most of the time on these issues he doesn't mean much at all because he's just going day to day on this. He doesn't have a consistent policy, Pete. And the markets, of course, like certainty. This has hit the consumer index, consumer confidence index particularly. And look, you can't alienate your business base and your basic MAGA voters who are small businessmen because you're killing them. You might give a break to people with smartphones and laptops, but this doesn't help the guy growing soybeans in Louisiana. I mean, he's still taking a super hit for the president. Look, I think Trump expected to bring all of this to a close within 60 days. He expected the Chinese to sit down with him, but the Chinese are not going to sit down because they have their own agenda and their own drummers here. And, President Trump he's a television man. He likes quick turnover. And Pete, you and I have been noticing how predictable the president is over the years. That is, he's unpredictably predictable. But I think he's also very impatient. He's looking for the quick fix here, and the Chinese ain't going to give it to him.
Well, I mean, does this show too? I mean, as well-intentioned as it all is to, bring manufacturing, bring jobs back to the United States, I mean, this kind of stuff, very difficult to happen in just one term. Does it kind of show how difficult it is to unwind, free trade and globalization?
Well, look, the president's done everything he could to deglobalize the world, and that's what they're doing right now. And, Pete, only 9% of America is dedicated to manufacturing anyway. I mean, it isn't going to bring manufacturing back. I mean, my goodness, it takes 12 years to grow an olive. How long is it going to take to grow a plant in the middle of Cleveland to make things they don't want to make anymore? I mean, it's sort of a pipe dream here that's going nowhere. And it's just talking about an America that existed in the 1940s and 50s, but that America has long gone.
All right, Joe, thank you as always. Good to see you. We'll chat again soon.
Okay.